It is February 8th, 2026, and it is part 2 because we went live earlier. I love all you guys. Thank each and every one of you. I love all the comments, perspectives, and all the wisdom. Thank you, Lord, for creating all of this, allowing us to experience this. Hello, Dawn's Pitch. Nice to see you here. Hello, Midwest Mike. Yeah, and if you guys have like a certain topic you want to ask today, like now's a great time. I'll probably be in here for like an hour. Yeah. And we just started. So if you're here right now, we just started. I'm getting better, Midwest Mike. Yeah. And soon I'm going to be even more better because my physicality's messed up. And there's a lot of exciting things coming up. Yeah. I know God has a lot of blessings for me. Yes. He's kind of foreshadowed some of them. Of course, I believe in the Holy Trinity. Yeah. How could you not believe in the Holy Trinity? Oh, hello, New Mexico. Hello, Cast Your Doubts. Hello, Maddies. You know, you create your life. So it doesn't matter what age you are. You make it as exciting as you want to be. Yeah. And I do want to finish off this intro by saying God loves all of you guys. He's within each and every one of us. Yeah. So I wanted to start this off by saying, when you go and you go on a trip to somewhere, like you plan it out. So if you're going to someplace, Jamaica, Arizona, maybe a vacation, you don't just like go. You're like, okay, I'm going to take this plane. I'm going to take this train. You have reference points. I'm going with this many people. Okay. and you have a reason why you want to go. Yeah, Grace, someone actually did just say your name. And that's so funny because I actually thought about you when I read that. So yeah, that's even funnier that you said something. Nice to see you here. And what I'm saying is, like, you have these points, okay, that you make. And it's similar with before you come into this life. It's exactly like planning a trip. Okay. And these certain points in your life, this is, a lot of people don't understand this. There's certain points in your life that really make or break your life. Yeah. Thank you, Grace, and me. Hello, Matt the Visionary. Because just as when you plan to go to a place, you have these certain reference points, checkpoints. It's the same thing before you come to live this life. You have these checkpoints, and it's really the things that you need to overcome. Yeah. So the greatest temptations in your life, your greatest emotional baggage or response. Okay. And the only thing is, when you come here, you, in a way, like, you forget everything. So you go under amnesia. In this certain life, it just happens to be that way. And so you're forgetting, and then you're remembering. Because all your emotional responses are the actual thing that connect you to your memory. Yeah. And so any person that you have an emotional response that is negative towards you, this is the kink you have to work out. Okay. The faster you get over it, the faster that you're freer. And then there's also anybody who you meet, they all have a connection to you. So, hello, Duty. God bless you. Uh, you like this view? Thank you. Like, did you see the window back here? It's like, there's not that much lighting in here. So I wasn't sure, like, how it looks, you know? Yeah. Thank you, Midwest Mike. Thank the Lord. I mean, Michael McCumbers, do I believe Jesus is God, like as in the creator? Yes. And God as is giving authority, or yes. But there's two main points to your question. it depends on how someone's perspective of it is. Okay. To know that there is God is the greatest thing to know. Okay. It just means that you're an integral part of everything. So you're supposed to treat other people like God. Okay. Yeah, you're supposed to. That's why the golden rule, the number one rule, is not to harm others. So, you know, yeah, and some people see it as, obviously they see in Jesus as in different ways. Yeah. And we could go more into that. Hello, you are you, I am I. Do I like fasting? Yeah, I mean, I don't really like eating food. Yeah. It's kind of funny because I went through times where I loved eating food. But fasting, something happens when you don't eat food and just drink water. You all your senses become lightened, and they become enlightened. Yeah. It's yeah, it's like a phenomena. So basically, fasting is the quickest way to get to know God. Yeah. God's the one who lets you have your imagination, wacko. He's the one that lets you be you. Mm. I appreciate you, duty. Yeah. It's so great when we cherish those reminders. And as we talked earlier in the live and the AM, the more that we're grateful, yeah. Sometimes, like Christians, I don't know, it could be anybody really. They think like, I don't know, you can only be thankful for God, which, yeah, but you can just be grateful all the time. So an experience, whatever's happening in your life, girlfriend, friends, be thankful for whatever's going on. Then you change the direction of what's going on. Yeah. So thank you, duty. How does one get a beard like that? Simply by God. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, and God is my passion, so yeah. It's very beautiful. Thank you, Robert Perry. Yeah. Anytime I get a chance to be grateful, it all goes back to the source, but I can be thankful for this water, whatever you're doing. Yeah. Because when you become thankful, then you put God in your thoughts, and you put your body into a state of a good feeling. A lot of negative people, if you ever get to watch them, they're never really thankful. That's because I've been getting somewhat to eat more, Grace and me. And wacko, yeah, I don't agree with every single thing that the Christians did. I mean, there's always going to be good and bad in most things. So some people use stuff as weaponry and weaponized. Yeah, you just ate a donut. I was in my music. I did some music earlier, and I talked about a donut, actually. Like, so peaceful. Thank you, Robert Perry. Sun gazing, is it good? Yeah, I mean, it's super good. Yeah. Some people become like fanatics over it. Yeah. I would go, test it out for yourself. It's definitely very beneficial. The best times are right when the sun's coming up, and kind of like right when the sun is setting. Yeah. So it's definitely beneficial. I would even go to say there's nothing like wrong or negative about it. You've seen me happier, Caster Delts? Yeah, I mean, later in the day, it's like my body gets better when the sun goes up in the morning, and then throughout the day it just gets completely exhausted. But it's already exhausted, so by the time nighttime comes around, it's pretty much like, there's no gas left. But you got to figure, I usually can only eat like around the morning, so if I even get to eat. Yeah. Like today, I didn't eat no physical food. I think yesterday too. Hello, custodians. Yeah. Well, that's great. I'm glad you've been through refinement. Yeah, I mean, let's not fight. I know people like to spark off drama, and I'm not sure what you mean, wacko mine. Well, thank you, Grace. If you want to leave, I don't know what's going necessarily on. The Bible can free you from depression. Yeah. Yes, it can. Thank you for saying that. Well, God sees us as, wanting to become pure, and he sees us as perfect as can be. Yeah. Hello, Euphoria. I grew outside of Philly and would go to Penn's Landing. Yeah. It just, I would definitely do it. Yeah. You can just watch it, the sun coming up, and you can use that as a meditation. So that's really nice. Any advice for grief? Grief, sorry. Yeah. Try not to completely fight with each other. I hope Grace is okay. Thank you, Wicked. Yeah. So grief. Well, you have tension about something and you just need to relax. Yeah. It's the thought about it. Okay. It's just really the movement of your thought, which is causing the grieving. And the more that we become relaxed and still, then we can actually overcome grief. We can see this as something exciting. We can see this as something, we can value it in a positive way. To keep going with resiliency, balance, and awareness. Another clinger. No, I haven't. I haven't checked the files at all. Yeah. To be yourself unapologetically. Yeah. That's what some people do, and that's why they get what they want. I don't really know about the Saint Germain situation. Hello, Lizzie H. The body is real. Okay. Yeah. One thing we can do is, yeah, it's nice to see you, you. We can actually sit with our spine straight up and tilt our head a little bit up. And make sure, we're always aware that our spine is straight up and our head is tilted. So whether we're on the phone, it's actually better to hold the phone and up in front of your face. Okay. And just be aware whether you're playing a video game, sitting on a bus, Maybe you're just hanging out somewhere standing. Just make sure that your spine is straight. And you can also loosen up on the shoulders. So let your shoulders just sink down. Well, Michael, cucumbers, you don't have to believe that. So you believing it or not is believing it's open up the possibilities. Saying no means you're shutting a dam and it cannot. So the choice is possibilities, all possibilities, or no, this is a dam. This is not possible. But it shouldn't affect you in any way. Okay. Yeah. Some people say he is. Some people say he isn't. It doesn't matter to some. It could not matter to you. But God is a part of this all. He's a part of us. Each and every one. When you respond to someone, good for you, already becoming hostile. Yeah. There's no separation between God and the perceiving person. Yeah, living with purpose and meaning through a centered approach. Yeah, he walks among us. God bless you, champ. Dill word. God is the all-doer because he powers all our actions. The Janie is the non-doer. Thank you. Do you think you know God? It's kind of hard not to know him because he's right in front of you. Life is God and life is right in front of you. So we're all inside of life. And you can't exist outside of life. Yeah. So you can't really be dead. Yeah. That's why they even say there's heaven and hell, because they are admitting that there is no death. Because they have to learn their lesson, wacko mind. How do I balance my life? Do what's the most exciting first, or do whatever your top priority is first and always. And then you go to the next one. Yeah. Doing balance is the hardest thing for everybody, champ. Most of us come into this world to do balancing. And the free course at fiz.guru fiz.guru. Yeah, it literally works for everything. We feel God's love when we sleep. Yeah, that's true, Midwest Mike. Yeah. So cast your doubts in grace. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not tired, and in a sense of more so I can't eat. So, and people were fighting in here, or something was definitely not connecting. So I was trying to see where they were going at. Yeah. I don't even know why it happened, because that was just, yeah. It's whatever, but to make someone leave, you've had to say something, right? Yeah. Are you still in here, Euphoria? That's, yeah, you can do God's will and drink monsters. Yeah. Huh. Seems like people are acting iffy tonight. Yeah. I'm tired of being sober. Why are you tired of being sober? Yeah. So God is life. God is everything. Yeah. Maybe what you heard about God, whoever explained it. We always have to find the person that explains it in the right way. Yeah. And the how. Okay. Because I've had these experiences in my life too, where a lot of people just didn't, when they explain stuff to me, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Euphoria and Cast Your Doubts, are you still in here? Yeah. Because okay. All right, I'll see you later. I understand the keyboard's small. Yeah. I don't know why Trump, what he's doing. He's doing stuff like every day. Champ will make your life the easiest and the most simplest you can. And don't see yourself as the doer. Let God take over. Yeah. Yeah. Because then it will be effortless. Just instead of saying, oh, I'm the doer, if you just let it flow by doing the simplest and easiest things for you, then it's going to feel like you're almost doing nothing. At the same time, when God fills you with his presence, it's going to feel like you're going to feel your best. Thank you, Katie. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Euphoria. I just, Grace and me and Cast Your Doubts, I really wish, they didn't fight each other, then leave. When Jesus rose up again, 3 days later. Yeah. Huh. There's so many though. Sometimes people say ones that are very close to my favorite one. Evil's a controlling personality, wacko mine. I'm not sure what you mean, Castaneos. Yeah. You didn't answer my question and you said you were going. We are so insignificant that the whole universe space appears in front of our eyes. Yeah. And it's also there when you close your eyes. So when you consciously close them, then you can actually face whatever thought. Yeah, it's more easily. And so the crazy thing is like, if you have depression, so this came to me right before. If you have depression, it's simply because you're not still enough. Yeah. Because once you come into the stillness, then all your thoughts, if your thoughts are causing your depression, and for most people they are, all you have to do is actually sit and relax. Because what's going on is, or people are just running with their thoughts all day. Once you actually slow down and basically just sit and do nothing, all those thoughts just wash away. So God can't be everything because his creation is part of that everything. It comes out of him. It comes out of life. Yeah. The only way to feel this, LM, would be for you to feel what's keeping you alive. Yeah. Hello, Steve Ellis. Yeah, cast your doubts. Like, I don't know, like, what is going on. Yeah. Thank you. You are you. I am I. You confess to yourself. Yeah. At the same time, you do that with the Lord, with life. Yeah. Yeah. Hello, Steve Ellis. Evil has free will, wacko mine. Yeah. Okay. We have invented thousands of them. Mr. Smokes a lot. Yeah. But there's just the creator and God. Yeah, all those would be tentacles of God or just representations. Because God is everything and he has many personalities. So that's why you'd get these other things people are trying to represent sometimes. Because God, he has no form. So they ascribe certain things, jokers, archangels, deities. These are just expressions of God. Yeah, yeah, I know. I know. I was just wondering. I know you didn't say nothing wrong. Thank you, Castanios. Yeah. I just wanted to make sure everyone was happy and good. I thought like both of you guys just split, and I was just like, I want both of you guys here. If you want to be, it's yeah. And I'm thankful for all you guys. Thank you, Bright Mains. I mean, it depends, like, what you mean by false gods. If they're false to you, then that's just what it is. Does he allow you to eat living things by murdering them alive? Yeah, it's been going on for quite some time. Yeah, it's everything eats life. It's not just people that eat living things. Yeah. Yeah. Anything that's living is eating other life. It's just how the creator made it. Yeah. I love you, Steve Ellis. Yeah, I know you did. I know you didn't do anything, cast your doubts. I was just, I didn't know if I missed something. You know what I mean? Because sometimes I don't get to read everything. Yeah, it's like a drop in the pond, and dill word, it's really just the pond itself. Because once you align yourself with, good, and you have to go through the bad, you usually have to go through negativities, tragic, because this is kind of like the full story. And then you find the light, Jesus Christ. Okay? You want something more. And so when simultaneously, when you feel of love, when you feel a life going through your body, the same time you feel God, it's the same thing. You become the whole pond together. You become like one with everything. Yeah. It's weird because saying it in words, it almost doesn't sound right. But again, that's why it's the feel of when you feel the life inside of you, feel of being alive. It's the same thing outside of you. So this feeling of being alive, it's right here, but it's God, and it's everywhere. So it's running through you. It's yeah. The problem is we get associated with our minds, and we keep thinking I. This I, who is this I? And when you drop the thought, so when all thoughts drop, there is no more I. Okay? You're sitting there with God. Yeah. Yeah. And it's really this I we become identified with, and we think it's us. Okay. But really we are actually the feel of our life. Yeah. Evil's just free will. Yeah. It's just a big pawn. I like that. Yeah. I'm not sure what you mean, the 17 elements close to God. Thank you, Don's pitch. No. It's just to feel your life, wacko mine. Yeah. We think our mind is like everything, and we think it's like the end all do all. But it's so funny because once the mind settles down and slows down, and you stop thinking it is you, because how many times do we have thoughts that come into our mind that we don't like? Yeah. Or that you don't agree with. Yeah. So people become identified with their mind, but really you are the feel of life. This is your true identification. And it's really the feel of life. I love you, Steve Ellis. Yeah. So God is everything. Yeah. Evil's basically like, yeah, it just comes basically from evil energy. And just as if there's good, as if there's God, evil's just defiance. So hello, Dr. Strangle. So the people that are doing evil things, they're aligning with this evil, and we can't see this. So just as we can't see God, you can't see evil. Because it's in the not in the realm of our eyesight, for one, but in the spiritual world, this is where that evil would reside, or wherever it would reside. It would be right here when you align with it. So when you become happy, you don't become happy from like way over there. You become happy right here. When you become sad, you don't become sad. Like, it's not like sadness is somewhere outside of you, like down the street. You feel it right inside of you. Okay. So God is everywhere, and so is evil. It just depends, though, if you're, tapping into that frequency. So, and just to be clear, darkness isn't always evil. Okay. So, yeah. Something fell. So I'm trying to figure that out, Midwest Mike. Obedience is God. Yeah, by doing what is right. And because that's what feels good. Okay. And also by not killing life. Because a sin, what a sin represents, it just means killing life. Yeah. So that's sins are supposed to. So the whole point of a sin would be so you don't decrease your lifespan or your energy. Yeah. How do we deal with suffering in the moment? Well, those are big questions. Yeah, hold on. Yeah. Everybody's dealing with one of those. Rhythm warrior. Let's see. So you can take the free course. The free course is at fiz.guru. fiz.guru, Rhythm Warrior. We talked about loss earlier. The real solution, if you want it, would just be positive about it all. And to ask life, to ask God without no bias, okay, without no expectation. Where do you want to take me? Yeah. Emotional pain is because you're holding on to it with tension. So of course you're going to feel suffering. You're holding on to a negative belief system. All you have to do is see it positively. It'd be the same for the loss. How dark is the shadow? Yeah, well, once you feel the happiness inside of you and you feel the sense of positivity, you don't run into like these dark things, and nothing is really bad at this point. Yeah. I would say even before I found God and realized my life was positive. I was funny, and I was the happiest I could ever be. Yeah. Why some sinners live to 100? Because maybe they have to play out all their sins and take up all their negative energy. Thank you, Wolf Brightstone. I love all you guys. I know I was tired as hell today, but it doesn't change anything. The thing is, I understand my physicalities, in a crisis, but for everyone else, most people, you can get into a state where nothing affects you. Okay. And it's not only that nothing affects you, okay? It's also you feel like wildly the best. Yeah. It's exciting. It's also like complete peacefulness. Yeah. You're happy just because we're here to do the abnormalities because this is our specific task to make the world as we would want to see it. Yeah. That's why we're even seeing it. This place is more so like an undoing of sins. Yeah. And some people have like a lot of sins and to get, to outdo. Some are still sinning, right? Thank you. Thank you, Grace and me. Thank you, Euphoria. Cast your doubts. Thank you, Nathan. Thank you, Gigi. I love you, Steve Ellis. We'll stay in here for like 6 more minutes. Yeah. There's some people that got a similar name as you, Grace, and me. That actually confused me earlier. God is just forever, you could say, a stationary life. Yeah, it's just was always here. It's all that is. So even though new things may seem to appear, it's coming and already was all that is. Yeah. Sin would be the repercussion you feel. It would be usually a fear that you do from and get from something. Yeah. So most people that would come in here, they're not going to do some crazy sin. Yeah. Bad Bunny is going to shake his moneymaker. You don't, that's fine. It's not believing in sin, Dill word. Okay. It's more so as much as when you're doing this, you know it's wrong because you're getting filled with fear. Yeah. You have to do this stuff in secrecy. It's another thing. Yeah. But sin wouldn't really be a belief. It'd be a negative, doing something negatively in life. Besides, yeah, they aren't me. Thank you, Natalia. I can't eat. I didn't get to eat today, Grace and me. Yeah. So it's just going to be a bunch of more oxygen in the life of the Lord. So blessings to all you guys. You guys are all doing wonderful. And you're each contributing to this experience of life. Yeah. Sometimes we see things that maybe they have no sense. We see them as very trivial or little. Yeah, but it's the little things that actually make bigger things. So everything you do matters. Hello, Strawberry Mira. What's practicing Dharma, Dill word? Hello, Joe B. What are you having for lunch, Steve Ellis? Yeah, I mean, my thesis is I'll get to eat tomorrow. So, thank you. Thank you, Nathan. Well, then that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, do a word. Yeah. You know, it takes a specific path for you to get on. Yeah. The devil, and we'll leave after this. The devil is just the feel of fear. So you could say it's a negative entity. Yeah. You could say it's a spiritual negative entity. You can also maybe say it's complete unconsciousness and unawareness. So they have tea. Because God will take them out for himself. The prosecution of others. If you're talking about the Bible, I don't know all the answers because I don't know all the full stories. But if you're harming other lives, God will intervene in that. Yeah. Yeah. So when you're harming others, people are going to do something about it. Yeah. Especially if it's like an ongoing thing and you gave a warning. Yeah. If there's a tribe going around the world and they're just eating all the people, well, everybody else is going to be like, hey, this is not right. These people are harming others. It's the number one rule. So they're going to get together, and how are they going to do it? I don't know why he's described as an angel of light, Joby. Yeah. But he once was good and probably was once an angel of light. Decipher, we'll have to talk about that some other time. Yeah. Because I'm about to get out of here. So thank all you guys. Yeah. Thank you, Steve Ellis. God bless everyone in here. God bless life. I love all you guys. I wish you guys the best day. And be grateful for everything that happens. Keep thinking about showing love. And keep thinking of God. Thank you, Do Word. Don's pitch. Cast your doubts. Steve Ellis. Yeah. Thank you, Euphoria. Strawberry. Because it's not me waiting, it's because I can't eat Joby. I'll see you guys later. Be happy for your existence and feel this aliveliness inside of you. Yeah. It's where your thoughts are trying to get to. And it's where you ultimately want to get to. The Lord's presence.